Welcome back. We are at camp at night. Beautiful moons. Lovely clouds. So this is a very social game. There's a lot of talking and a lot of conversation and a lot of building relationships. And I really love that about this game. They really prioritize the writing. Okay. Bear. No beast is more beloved by Dirthaman than the bear. When the world was new, Dirthaman gave one secret to each creature to keep. Dirthaman is a Dalish god, and the Dalish are the elves. Foxes traded their secrets to Andril for wings. The hares shouted theirs to the treetops. The birds sold theirs for gold and silver. Only the bears kept Dirthaman's gift deep within their dens. They slept the months away in the company of their secrets and nothing else. When Dirthaman discovered what had been done with his gifts, he snatched the wings from the foxes, silenced the voices of the hares, and turned the birds into paupers. But the bears he honored for their steadfastness. Transcribed from a Dalish tale, 9-8 Dragon. Normally, it's almost unheard of for bears to attack travelers. They are, in fact, so shy and so inactive during the day that most people never encounter a bear at all. However, should a bear be provoked, they are remarkably dangerous. The normally placid-seeming creatures become enraged and can strike massive blows with their paws, capable of knocking a man off his feet. Genlock. These are the most common darkspawn in the underground. Stocky and tough, genlocks are notoriously difficult to kill, even by magic. Alphas. In any group of genlocks, there's usually one who's dominant, as the tallest, strongest, and smartest of their kind. Alphas serve as a sort of commander, directing or bullying the others in combat. Emissaries. The most intelligent of the alphas become gifted sorcerers with many abilities akin to blood magic. These are the emissaries, and they usually only appear during a blight. Ogre. Towering over their darkspawn kin, the massive ogres are a rare sight on the battlefield. Traditionally, they only appear during a blight, but some records claim that ogres have been spotted in the deep roads, hunting alone or in small groups. At least one, reported by the Grey Wardens, claims that an ogre was spotted alone in the Korkari wilds in 919 Dragon, though it was weakened and easily dispatched. Up to 100 of these creatures can accompany a darkspawn horde at any one time during a blight, often using their great strength to burst through fortifications and demolish the front lines of the opposing army. They use brute force to charge their enemies like bulls, slam the ground with their fists to shake enemies off their feet, and hurl giant rocks into the face of oncoming foes. Melee can be difficult against a giant that snatches a warrior up in one hand, crushing the life out of him, or beating him into oblivion with the other hand. The nimble can try to wiggle his way free, or an ally can attempt an array of stunning blows on an ogre to free the comrade in danger. Grey Warden lore urges caution when slaying an ogre. Usually it is ensured that they have received, unless it is ensured that they have received a major wound to the head or the heart, it's possible they're lying dormant and will regenerate to full health within a matter of minutes. During a blight, most Grey Wardens recommend burning all darkspawn to ashes. Quote unquote dead ogres in particular. Giant spider. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin, because of magical disturbances or a great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take control over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts, however. Some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the fade, tainting such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger and more potent creatures than they ever would become, naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few and the full range of their abilities are unknown. Mabari dominance. Mabari hounds are descended from pack hunters, and like their ancestors, they are highly influenced by a defined order of dominance. Primary method of determining that order is by claiming territory through scent marking major landmarks. Once established, dominant Mabari gains a substantial increase in confidence and stature within his territory, a trait that indirectly benefits master as well as hound.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Duncan never mentioned you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Go ahead and tell your tale.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch and he let them in.
Go on, I'm listening.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the King. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The King himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
Why were the Grey Wardens cast out by Arland?
People say it's because the Wardens have become terribly unpopular. Just soaking up ties and not doing a bleeding thing for the kingdom. I say that's bollocks, as recent events have shown.
Marek rescinded the decree, just like that?
Marek was a bit of a visionary. A powerful mind, that one. In his travels with the Wardens, he must have seen how important their cause was, and been moved by it.
Thank you for your part in bringing the Wardens here.
Oh, your stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
What favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
I've never heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
So Soldier's Peak is a DLC. We will get to that. Now let's hear the full story from Bodan and Sandal.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
So what's your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost Glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
What happened? And did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
Better to do something with them than leave them to rot.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
You're quite lucky to have done so well.
I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
But where do these goods come from? Not the deep roads.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
I suppose it's better than having the Darkspawn take it all.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
That was generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
I love him. Have you heard any rumors?
I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother's been doing this for a long time, then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What do other animals think of you once you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell, and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
So she would teach a mage how to the specialization of shape changer. I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
So, she approves +6. I'm not going to be exhausting all of the commentary because some conversations I want to have when we're better friends.
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
I've never seen a Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
I wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
Why would the Qunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, human.
Why did you offer to help me?
For the moment, you are the enemy of my enemy.
The Darkspawn are your enemy?
They have no more allies than a hurricane or an earthquake. They are enemies to all.
We should get moving.
As you wish.
So even though he is obstructionist and difficult, he approved. So I will be trying to gain approval from people, not just insulting them until they hate me.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Okay, so when they stop talking, usually I will stop as well. Giant cheese wheel.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
That doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course, I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to Highever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Okay, so he approves.
Oh, why, you little...
What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Okay, I have an issue where I can't, while I'm in camp and he's summoned, I can't put his gear on, but I'll take care of that later. Okay, so that is basically the camp. It will fill in as we get more party members. I have a few gifts. So sometimes you, oh no, thankfully, okay, you get these and then you don't necessarily know who to give them to, but this will tell you the name. So this goes to Ogren, this goes to Alistair. So you use them. Oh, right. You need to select the person. Small carved statuette. Small carving of a robed woman. Give it to him.
I could get used to this,
So if you saw, he got +10 approval. Leliana, bronze symbol of Andraste.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Okay. And this is an opposite gift. So ugly boots is something that you could give to Leliana to make her angry. I'm going to destroy them. I don't want to upset my group member. So, golden rope necklace for Morrigan.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
And these are for future group members. Okay, so engraved silver bowl is actually... So you see, now they have inspired... we have inspired them to have
Are you
certain
sure
skills.
I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
So they gain greater skill the more loyal they are. Okay. Okay. The story will begin to progress in the greater world. It is progressive, so we will never be able to go back to Lothering. And the map will reflect that. It will turn, dark. And the spot will not be a place we can travel to. So it isn't exactly an open world. It's there are destinations in the map that you can choose, but you can't just go into the open world. There are lots of random encounters. I'm going to do my I'm going to go, I have an order in which I do pretty much everything, and I know it. So one of the first things I do is we're going to go to Sulcher Pass.
Yes.
Indeed.
So I'm going to bring Liliana. Normally, I would bring another group member, but right now I'm just going to stick with Liliana, Alistair, and the dog. So, yeah, Sulcher Pass. So I need to have the dog physically in my party at times so that I can change his gear and his abilities. Thank you, Liliana. Okay. Strength, Dex, Constitution. And I'm going to change his tattoos. So now he'll show up in party. So, yeah, it's the, So now he has +6 attack and +6 armor instead of +2 constitution. So Sulcher Pass is a DLC, and it's the intro to the DLC. And I'll just let it tell itself.
I shall do it.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Let's see this discount of yours. So he's a random merchant. I can buy thoughtful gifts. Blue, there are... Yeah, so these are gifts. Gift for Liliana. General gift for other people. But right now, he's just random. I don't need a merchant, so... So that was a random halfway point. This is the actual destination, so there are lots of random encounters. Some of them are scripted. You will have scripted interruptions.
It is begun.
This is on easy difficulty. Often at this point in the game, I would go get a ton of elf root and do a ton of crafting, but I think I don't need to right now. Maybe after this.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Just what are you doing out here?
Waiting for my helper to find the damn mule, of course. Freezing! Oh, I suppose you meant, why am I out here? As in this part of the country. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur, at your service.
Melissa, pleased to meet you.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out?
What do you need?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
What does a control rod do?
The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes?
What's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
How much do you want for it?
Nothing. I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away.
Yes, I think I could use it.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honnleath. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
Personal golem. Sounds good.
Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Okay. Honnleath. That's weird. It says I cannot travel at this time. That would be a little bit difficult. See if I can go somewhere else. Oh, I can. All right, so this is a Dalish camp. And we have a combat interruption.
Whoever draws the axe from this tree stump, aye, it's wedged in there awful tight. You, sir, see if you are the anointed one, destined to pull the axe from the stump. You bloody loony you are.
Sameter. I don't think I've ever seen this encounter. I don't know if this is mod or not, but I love it. Examiner! Oh my god.
She did it! Make her be praised. She is the one you prophesied. You are destined to be the ruler of all Thedas. Hail to the Queen! Hail! What? Pulling some half-drunk logger's axe from a tree is no basis for a system of government. But the good sir has such a regal manner. What? How do you mean? For one thing, she hasn't got dung all over her. Ah, that's a fair point.
That has got to be modded. That's Monty Python. Oh my god. That is awesome. I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you. I love you too. I love you. I love you. I love that. That's amazing. Oh, and you have elf fruit, my god.
As you
How
say.
much better can this all get? Yeah, that's modded. That's amazing.
I shall do it.
No reason to travel further in this direction. Oh, whoever did that. Bless you. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go just take... For some reason, it wouldn't let me go directly there. I don't know. That's okay.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I will tell that to your leader and no one else.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
So I'm not going to speak to many people here.
I see we have guests. And a hound amongst them. As if we haven't had enough problems with such creatures. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
I come representing the Grey Wardens.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Elissa. Pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I am good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Okay. So, Zathrian here is, his voice actor is Tim Russ, who played Tuvok, the Vulcan, on Star Trek Voyager. Great voice actor. Okay, I am not going to speak to everybody here because when we come back, I want to get everything all at once and not forget it. Okay, this is a little modded, so it's... Alright, here we go.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
I'd like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Okay. Okay, I could buy a shapeshifter here. What I am going for is they have endless supply of elf root. So I just bought 99 flasks at camp. I'm also going to buy a little bit of death root for the dog. Okay, I have some recipes I'll probably buy later. Okay. Okay. I'm not really going to worry much about lyrium potions. So elf root. Oh, I need a deep mushroom, not death root. Oops. Okay. Anyway. Lesser health poultices. Okay. So, Mabari Crunch.
What do you wish? I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
So. It was the deep mushroom I needed. And they don't sell... Okay, they don't sell those. So, I should have enough poultices for a little while. In higher difficulty games, this is your first stop, or mine. And I also go to the Circle of Mages just to buy lyrium dust to make,
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
okay, so I can, let's see, should be able to change my party. Alright, we're gonna go to Honnleath. Okay.
It is begun.
Okay, looks like we're back to easy difficulty. That's good.
Is that all you've got? I never liked this part.
Very well.
I tried to be merciful. It is begun.
Okay, yeah, this is back to easy difficulty. I'm grateful for that. The difficulty level will not just affect your tactics, it will affect who you bring. Okay, bloodied bronze key. Should be to Olaf's chest over there. So, like I note. Okay. Mistress Matilda, the council has unanimously agreed to put you in charge of the decorations for Honnleath's upcoming harvest festival. We all adored what you did with the village for the winter solstice. As usual, the statue must be adorned with the items that capture the essence of the season. Iris kindly offered the use of her wide-brimmed straw hat with the berries and daisies, and would love to see it on the statue. Farmer Goodman will also donate some of his baby pumpkins. We think a garland of small pumpkins and ribbons draped about the statue's shoulders would be lovely. Whatever you decide will be splendid, I'm sure, and we're all looking forward to it. Councilman Murray. So, there is... If we were on harder difficulty, I probably would need to bring Morrigan, because she is range magic damage. We will have a future party member who is the only healer unless you are a mage and you get this specialty to heal. So she's the only one with the capability of healing, which makes her absolutely key. Now I could, if it weren't so difficult, I could replace her with someone like Sten, who does, you know, melee up close damage, but so I have a lot more options on a lower difficulty to cater to a group that's here for roleplay reasons. Basket's almost empty. Most of the birdseed seems to have been scattered about. So the name of the golem is Shale, S-H-A-L-E. The statue appears to be inert.
It looks like a golem, doesn't it? An actual golem, and not a statue at all. I wonder how it ended up here, of all places.
On closer inspection, you see that the statue is embedded with numerous crystals, some of them cracked. It may be of dwarven make. Dulifgar. Activate the golem. Nothing happens. Apparently either the rod is not working, or the code word is incorrect. Okay. Okay, Liliana has leveled up. I'm going to do the same thing with her as I do with my character. Dex, Cunning. Well, she's a little low on stats right now, so I'm going to work on Dex and Cunning for a little bit with her to make sure that she can use all the spells. Okay. Yeah, use the spells and use whatever drop gear we get. Wilhelm's Special Brew. Decades-old letter. Madam, I can assure you that the Circle of Magi is not a sacrilegious institution, and that, indeed, we operate under the supervision of the Chantry. It would make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. I'm disappointed to hear you sold the Golem's activation rod. I understand both it and your husband were of invaluable aid to King Marek during the war against Orlais. Without the rod, we cannot discern whether Wilhelm's Golem was responsible for his murder. The Golem will simply have to remain where it is unless the villagers can find a means to destroy it. Our condolence to you and your son for your loss. I imagine it is of little consolation to you, but your husband is much admired here and will be missed. Maker keep you, First Enchanter Arlen.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us?
I doubt anyone thought you were still alive.
I suppose I should be grateful that someone came at all, then. Thank you. But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
I was looking for whoever owned that statue outside.
The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for Shale. That damnable Golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance!
Killed your father? What do you mean?
My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Arls of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais, and what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now.
Except the rod doesn't work. Nothing happens.
My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to see Shale active again. Look, I'll tell you the command phrase, but I'll need your help first. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
I don't even know she's alive.
I don't, it's true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand that.
What killed the man who went after her?
There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out. I knew about the barrier, I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever.
I'll see if I can find her.
You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
I love those Wraith models so much. They look so cool.
I shall do it.
The Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm. 13 Platanus. The interrogation of the demon is going well and is rather fascinating, provided that what it is saying is true. I have sent all my research so far to First Enchanter Arden. While he is concerned about my safety, he does not think there's a reason to stop just yet. All I hope is that the Templars do not discover what I am doing. How will we ever find another way to deal with the demonic possession if the Chantry does not let us research it? 20 Elovistia. Young Matthias nearly wandered down here again today, and this time I forgot to leave the barrier up. I believe I will key the defenses to ignore anyone of my blood. I would rather have the boy stumble into the laboratory than have him killed by my forgetfulness. Poor lad, all he wants to know is why his father spends so much time beneath the tower. I'll spend more time with him soon, I swear it. 28 Elovista. Shale is acting strangely. I wonder if I should discontinue my experiments upon it. I am so near a breakthrough, I'm certain. Perhaps it's best if I focus on the demon. 2 Matronalis. Demon almost managed to get away again. Tricky. I shall have to be more careful. Young Eamon sent a letter asking me to return to Redcliffe. I shall have to consider it soon. 11 Matronalis. Could it be? What an intriguing discovery, especially considering the demon was attempting to keep me from it at all costs. Or did it lead me to that information by seeming to deny it from me? I must discover the truth. 19 Umbralia. I think it's time to dismiss this demon. It is too dangerous for me to continue holding it, and I cannot discount the possibility that it is having some influence over the Golem. Or is it my experiments? I will try to deactivate Shale for the time being, and then deal with the demon once and for all. Let it end here. There are no further entries. In the Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm Sulzbacher.
the tree. Don't care. Oh, look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Good, you're safe. Your father was worried.
Father? Oh, you can tell him I'm fine. Maybe he'll come and stay with us, too. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
The cat finds me distracting.
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
That's not really a cat, is it?
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
Amalia, you need to return to your father.
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
I'm not leaving without the girl.
It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
Let you have the girl? You mean possess her?
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
So, the choices are I'll let you go, but you need to leave the girl. You can use persuade skill while you're lying and say, I'll free you, and you can have the girl. You could say, very well, tell me how to free you then. Yes, it's wrong, or I'll think about it. So I'm going to use a persuade skill while I'm lying, saying, I'll free you, and then you can have the girl.
Thank you. You are very gracious. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Okay, this is a slide puzzle. Directional slide puzzle. So you need to get the fire from here to here. The first thing I'm going to do is ask my party to stand over here and tell them to hold their position.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
Okay, so clicking on a piece will move it.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
I shall do it. I shall do it. As you say.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
I shall do it. As you say.
Kitty is my best friend.
It shall be done.
I was
Very
thinking
well.
about the sun, silly.
Very well.
tell me a story.
I shall do it. I shall do it. As you say, very well.
Oh, it's a
Very well.
flower. Is it a daffodil?
begun.
I like daffodils. I was thinking about the sun.
There we go.
Yes. I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty, what's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
I said I'd free you. I didn't say I'd let you live.
Betrayal! You will not take the girl. She is mine!
Kitty, you're scaring me. I won't let you inside me. I won't.
No quarter shall be given!
Here comes trouble!
Right then. All right. Let's
I better like this part.
Okay. That's actually a really hard fight. There's some places in like all three of the games when you're playing on really hard difficulty when you're just about to make that deal with the demon. Because you just want to go. I mean, that's enough. Okay, strength, dex, constitution, more combat tactics. Wait. Oh no, he doesn't need another combat. Okay. Alright, I might as well. I'm not going to use him for anything else. Okay. Passive for shield tactics. Character's experience. Using a shield in combat has made certain abilities more efficient. Yes, please. Dex. Cunning. Constitution. Okay, so with this passive, archers, the rogue is a master of crippling enemies. Debilitating shots last longer and deal more damage.
Now you fall!
On it.
Okay, I need to tell them that they can move freely. Otherwise, yeah, would have left them all in the basement. Not good.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. The phrase to activate Shale is Doolan Han. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
So, Shale is one of my all-time favorites in terms of writing and delivery in any game. Do let Harn activate the Golem.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
Hello to you too.
I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
All of them, no.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
You didn't care for them, I take it?
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
Do you have a name?
Perhaps. I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Golem. Golem, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Golem and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Golem, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
It certainly does, right in its hands.
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
All right. Walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is broken?
Shouldn't you be happy about that?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I can think of many uses for a personal golem.
May I ask what sorts of things it gets up to for which I could be so potentially useful?
I'm a Grey Warden in need of aid against the Blight.
It refers to the Darkspawn, the very creatures that destroyed this village. The Darkspawn are an evil that must be destroyed, it's true, though not as evil as the birds. Damnable feathered fiends. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
What do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
You're welcome to come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large.
Think of it as a portable battering ram.
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
I'm Elissa. Pleased to meet you.
This should be interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
So Alistair disapproves of me bringing Shale, and too bad. Okay, so all these crystals we have been saving are Shale's weapon and armor. So, let's see. So they have different, the large clear is the weapon, strength, defense, fire, resistance. Okay. Oh no, I'm just replacing them. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay, we need a different type of crystal to go here. But it's armor. Okay, the large brilliant spirit is... So we need to work on constitution for them. Okay. And now you see, now that we changed the crystal, it changes their colors. Okay. I believe that is... What are these? Are these Andrastes or what? That's kind of... What are they? Funky pillars is what they are. Okay, and that is Shale. Shale is going to be a near permanent member of my party, as will Alistair. One more party... and dog. My dog. One more party member to collect, and they will make essentially my favorite traveling companions. Wow, that's really pretty. So as mentioned, as much as I adore Morgan, so yes, Shale hates birds because Shale had birds on them for years. Okay. I'm going to do Soldier's Peak, which is the other DLC, because I will get storage, and that's important. Normally I'd wait a little bit because it's hard, but this will be easy difficulty. So we'll get the 2 major DLC out of the way as soon as they're available.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
Just admit it, you were lost a couple of times.
I wasn't lost, it's just that the map got soggy. Bah, we're here. So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
So let me set tactics for Shale. So Shale is unfortunately not that great as a... Okay. As a standalone, essentially the character can be anything. DPS, tank, or, well, DPS or tank. Can't really heal. But they're not great at any of those, so Alistair is the best tank. And although Shale is decent DPS, unfortunately, like some of the other characters, ironically, they specialize in one thing, and they're just not good at all things. So, lower difficulty means I have the privilege of traveling with Shale. If I were on much higher difficulties, I would have to essentially put my party together according to how well everybody works together instead of how good their banter is.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Elissa never wakes up.
Your prissy friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
So Elissa, French story, Sleeping Beauty. The world is full of mysteries.
Yes, Warden.
Okay. See if they kept this. This can actually be really hard. Let's see how hard they kept it. On the establishment at the base of Soldier's Peak. The history of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 1. The Grey Warden base at Soldier's Peak was built in the middle of the Glory Age, several decades after the Second Blight was ended. Before then, Grey Wardens in Ferelden would take up residence in castles and forts that belonged to generous nobles. Warden Commander Gaspar Asturian desired a fortified headquarters, where his forces could train and live. He planned that Soldier's Peak would be a city unto itself. The defeat of the Darkspawn and the archdemon Zazical was fresh in the mind of the Ferelden people, and many were willing to donate gold to build Commander Asturian's fortress. Soldier's Peak was fully completed within 10 years and dedicated to the Maker in 934 glory. From the History of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar.
Very well.
You should
So, yeah, Arlen's Lord. Oh, wow.
Very well.
Oh wow, Leliana died. Oh, they named all of the skeletons with a mod. That's cool. Sorry, Leliana.
Enough! We must fight! Let us do it quickly!
Wow, Alistair died too. Okay, so this is a little bit tough. So as you can see, yeah, it is tough. Okay. We'll see how we do. Usually, I would wait until later. Okay, my inventory is full. I'm going to save, head back to camp, fix my inventory, and come back. We'll see. There might be a camp encounter. Happens sometimes, but we can come straight back. Unfortunately, this is why I need storage. So you can always go straight to party camp.
I don't understand. You look like a woman.
I am a woman.
You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman.
It doesn't make any sense, Stan.
So you understand my confusion, then?
Why can't I be a woman?
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
That's not a very comprehensive list.
The laborers, soldiers, and Ashkari are men. There is nothing else left.
None of this makes any sense, Stan.
Exactly.
I'm a woman, and I'm fighting.
One of those things can't be true. A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
But a person can choose what to do.
Can they? We'll see.
So, he approves. Navigating Sten's conversations are difficult. Part of it is experience, and part of it is understanding his culture, the Kunari, who are in an extraordinarily strict caste system. So his name, Sten, is really his job, and that's what he knows. So let me fix people's gear, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back at Soldier's Peak. Let's see how we do. This can be a very tough fight. Also, Bodan was selling a backpack, which is fantastic, so I have more space. So I've got 50 empty, and then when we finish this, we'll have a chest in the courtyard that will give me some storage so I can put things. Since we are going to be getting several more group members, I don't want to give away good gear I know they could use.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
Sounds like there's greatness in your blood.
Oh, well, that's kind of you to say. Generations of Dryden's have said that our stock were lions, fierce, proud, and noble. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
Statement of Defiance. This poster reads, "On these grounds, virtuous men stood against a tyrant. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died." It is signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arlen's forces. Read the names of the fallen. I believe these are the names of the developers. Captain Mello, the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Orlais, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartographer Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind, Ebinger of the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason sans les Argonautes, instead of Jason and the Argonauts. Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Lacuna, Mad Dog Smeadows, Matthias the Bloody, McGurk the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical Malefactor, Ohm the Stretched, and Packrat Dirksen. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Scimitar, Vitriolic Eric, Weak Eye Santos, and Wellburn the Exhaustive Fire. Oh, if I recall, there's a bug in this game, so I am going to have to... Oh, I went straight back out, didn't I? That's slightly anticlimactic. There is a potential bug, so I'm going to have to try to remember what that is. But there is a bug that can lock you up, and then you'd have to restore and not do that thing. So hopefully the mod list has fixed it. If it hasn't, I'll figure it out. So those fire demons are very bad. You need to kill them quick. Which is why I killed them before I killed even Kitty, the demon. They are glass cannons. They don't have many hit points, but they can hurt. A letter from Ben, Methuen Wolf. Sophia, Alruin and his entire family have been slaughtered, even the children. The Ruin line is no more, and the Arling belongs to the crown for now. Arlen believed Ruin was plotting against him. Ruin criticized the king's spending on Winter's End. That is all. It was an idle word spoken out of turn. The king goes too far. His brain is filled with madness, and he clings to the crown like a drowning man clutches at a straw. Sophia, I beg you, help us. If nothing is done, more will suffer. Your humble servant, Wolf. I think one of the doors refuses to open at a certain point. I'm not sure.
You pathetic little...
Okay, let's see. Audio. I think I'm gonna turn down some of the sound effects. To be equivalent to the music. Dragon's bow. Okay, so that's what they gave me at the beginning. We have 2 Brigand's bow. I can give a second one to Leliana. If her stats are good enough.
It is begun.
Lead from Commander Althar. Soldier's Peak is more than we bargained for. There's sinister magic at work here. The men are seeing things and cannot tell nightmares from reality. The Fallen return to life to attack again and again, and we are assaulted by dark creatures the likes of which I have never seen. Whoever is responsible is intent on destroying us all. The King's army and the Grey Wardens both. Send help. We cannot last much longer. Commander Athwal. Yeah, there are 2, I'm remembering another thing. There are 2 buggy spots. One is potentially in a fight, and one is potentially a door. But, hoping this mod list fixed it. It's really amazing. It's a great list. So this is just a humble, the name of the list is just a humble warden on Lava Jack. It's great.
These things can have unusual powers. Be wary. Enough! Yourself!
You're doomed, just so you know.
We have done well.
As you say.
Okay, done with you now.
Okay, that's new. They didn't used to jump straight up off the ground again. You guys done yet? You sure? Archivist's book. This book is badly burned. You can make out a word here and there, and that's all.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by while...
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
What? Rebellions against everything Wardens stand for.
But Sophia must have had her reasons. The Wardens are heroes. Some injustices just can't be ignored.
Perhaps we'll find more answers inside.
We can only hope.
History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 2. As he approached his 60th year, rumors swirled that the corruption in Warden Commander Asturian's blood was beginning to take its toll. According to reports from that time, the commander experienced terrifying waking dreams and heard his name whispered from the dark corners of Soldier's Peak. It is said that Asturian would spend hours locked up alone in the great hall of the base, muttering to himself, and no one was ever able to make out what he was saying. Many also believe that Asturian began in secret to draw up plans to expand his fortress. adding to it hidden passages and alcoves, all to protect himself from the shadows that pursued him. No one knows whether Asturion was able to complete his project, or his deterioration had become obvious to anyone who spent any amount of time with him. He was quickly replaced by Warden Commander Frida Hallward. Asturion was taken to Orzammar, where he submitted to the calling, the last rite of the Grey Wardens, and went to his death with honor. From the History of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar. So let's simply assume that it explains what the calling is. There comes a point in a Grey Warden's end of life where they are being called. You can hear the archdemon speak. They're called, and instead of turn in any way or become corrupted, they head down to the deep roads and fight to the death. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save here. This fight is buggy. Sometimes you just can't, yeah.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatep obrasuth sifan net bekon.
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Keli e benkotos victos.
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
Fool! So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now! The battle is lost!
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
Do not let them overwhelm us.
You bitch!
Okay, yeah.
Right then. Make a preserver.
I tried to be.
I shall do it.
Watch out! Be careful!
Let's make this quick.
Feel that?
So you see, that's an orange. They're tough. Yeah, they keep.
Try to be merciful.
They heal it to full.
I shall do it.
All right.
That's some glory.
Down you go.
You forced our hand. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
It's a gotcha.
I don't know if I have to stand on these.
Done with you now.
Okay, I'm gonna stand on it.
Attack!
Let my group handle it. Okay.
The Wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
Wardens don't forbid blood magic. Anything it takes to win.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Okay. I think the mod has managed that fight so it won't bug. Thank you, mod creators, so very much. We shall see. Leave this walkway up here. Oh.
I shall do it. as he said.
Shale has won the day.
Destruction.
Raspberry Jam. History of Soldiers Peak, Chapter 3. After Asturion's death, the rumors and theories became increasingly outlandish. One of the more ridiculous rumors told of Asturion's infatuation with an elven princess of lore, whom he was trying to resurrect in a secret ritual chamber throughout the use of blood magic, and the princess's favorite food, raspberry jam. Warden Commander Frida Hallwick launched a thorough investigation into Asturion's secret plans, but was unable to uncover any evidence that anything in Soldiers Peak had been changed. Commander Hallwick declared that the rumors about Asturion were a slight on his memory, and that anyone found repeating them would be harshly punished. The stories were thus silenced. From The History of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar.
Very well.
More rituals. Oh. Okay.
Step no further! Get this annoyance away from me! This one would speak with you.
Why should I speak with you?
Because this peak is mine. This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Levi, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Is there anything of the real Sophia left inside you?
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
I've heard enough. Die, demon.
Fool!
It is begun.
Are you done yet? The waste.
You should run while you can.
That's it!
Defend yourself! Spread violent words Here comes trouble!
Good.
Okay, so that is completely within her character. She would not speak or entertain a deal with the demon. Sophia says she'll answer Levi's questions if you let her go. She just wants to walk the world. And, yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay. So that is a song of, for Liliana, of crit chance. So I'm going to have her sing that. And you can let her loose in the world. She will show up in later games if she is set free. It's an evil act. You get what evil acts usually get. I believe, information, armor, money, something like that. I've only done it with evil characters, but this character would not even consider such a thing. Sophia Dryden's journal. 21 Elavista. It's done. The nobles have thrown their lot in with Arland. Arland, the snot-nosed man-child. Arland, who did not walk till he was in his 5th year. Arland, who had to be pried off his nursemaid's breast not 2 years ago. Or so it is whispered. Terrans and their Arls believe him to be a simpleton and easily led, and I have seen something in the boy's eye, and it terrifies me. 10 Molioris. I watched the summer day processions from a room high in Fort Dracon. The regent has me for treason, and my only guilt is of being true to my country and my heart. My guard's tongue was easily loosened with a gift of a ruby ring, and I'm told that the bands are fighting against my sentence. I shall pray, but not hope that it will be anything but the gallows for me. 2 Ferventus. The draft was like a bitter fire, but I survived. Weep for me, for I survived. Would that they had made a clean end for me. I should have died a lady, the greatest of the Dryadens, not lived to become this nothing, this monstrous nothing. Nationalis. Enough. I shall waste no more time with wretched, womanish lamentations. Death would have been easy, but fate saw fit to spare me, and I will seize upon this chance. The Grey Wardens are an army, and the old commander is weak, a wisp of a man. I will inspire the Wardens, and Arland will rue the day he spared my life. Select entries from the journals of Warden Commander Sophia Dryden. So, pay attention to the sentence. The draft was like bitter fire, but I survived. Would that they had made a clean end for me. I should have died a lady. Thank you, Leliana. So we'll see what that is in a little bit. Farewell, raspberry jam.
As you say.
Look there.
Okay, there are traps all over the place, so I'm going to get extra experience.
Let's make this quick. Defend yourself.
And we're still alive.
As you say.
Come and get it.
As you say. I shall do it.
Okay. Book. Avernus's notes. A taint allows us to sense the darkspawn. The longer we survive with the taint in our blood, the more potent it becomes. Unfortunately, this corruption will eventually overwhelm the Warden. Over time, it devours both mind and body, leaving nothing. But what if the spread of the corruption could be stopped, or contained in some way? What if the Warden could become more powerful without having that power kill him? How great would that power be? Would it be enough to stop the demons? The joining ritual is crude. We take into ourselves the blood of the darkspawn in the most obvious way. Most die from the corruption immediately. It is, after all, poison. There must be some way to refine the joining. Isolate the true power that is found in darkspawn blood and leave behind the evil that kills us. I can feel the corruption starting to take its toll on my body. I must not succumb. There's too much work to be done. Through my magic I've been able to slow its inevitable spread, but not stop it completely. I'm starting to hear things, even while awake. A voice, more beautiful than any other, that calls to me from the depths. In my dreams I see the Black City, and I am drawn toward it. There's something there, an answer to what this taint is, this taint that we share with the Darkspawn. From the notes of Avernus. Oh, okay, the previous note, I was mistaken. I was thinking this was what she was talking about, the alchemical concoction. But in fact, she was talking about going from being a noble to being a warden. I get it now. Okay. Ability notes. This appears to be old research of the Mage Avernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse, clinical handwriting.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
Okay, so this bit, this vial here, will unlock the Blood Mage specialty. This character can't do it. It would unlock it for the account, but she's not going to do it. I'm not going to make her do it just for the sake of the game. I could unlock that another way. This noxious potion appears to be the culmination of Avernus's horrific research. It promises to unlock the hidden potential of the tainted blood you drank during the joining. So, you drink it, you destroy it, or you leave it alone. I'm going to destroy it. So, if you are a mage, you can use it immediately as a specialty. It will unlock it for your account, so any mage character you create in the future. So, I did have evil characters that came in and did horrible things to unlock certain specialties, and that's one of them.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
Know your crimes, Avernus. You're a monster.
A monster? For 100 years I have fought them, thought by thought, spell by spell. If I am a monster, it is because I must be one.
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. Why are you here? What is your intent?
Soldier's Peak must be rid of its plague of demons.
Agreed. This must be the first priority. The only priority.
I'm here to recover the Great Warden's base.
An admirable goal. But in order to achieve this, the demons must be cut off forever.
I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Tell me about what happened here.
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
How is Arland a tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tirn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
Kuzlan's almost rebelled? That's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tiern's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Ireland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlans to make them pliable.
Time for questions is over.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
The demons must be stopped, now.
We must go to the Great Hall. There I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
Well, that's unfortunate. History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 4. There was one mystery, however, that persisted, and this mystery perplexed even Commander Halwick herself. When Commander Asturion went to his calling in the deep roads, he did not have in his hand his sword, Asturion's might, forged for him by dwarven smiths and presented to him upon the completion of Soldier's Peak. Nor did he pass the sword on to his successor, or to any other Grey Warden. While some maintained that Asturion had simply destroyed the sword in his dotage, others believed he had stashed it away somewhere in Soldier's Peak. One young warden claimed that Asturion had once grabbed him by the shoulders, fixed him with an unwavering gaze, and said, "The sword will remind you of what it is to be a warden. Speak your oath to me when the shadows come. You must speak the words." What this was supposed to mean was never made clear. From the History of Grey Wardens in Ferelden by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar.
I shall do it.
So, even with other options, Levy never really gets an answer. We see the answer to what happens here. She was a brave woman who became a Grey Warden and then, under duress, did what she did. Yep, same door, the same room. Okay. So it can lock up on the walk back. This door can not open. Thank you, mod list.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
What do I do?
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
All right, there's... That's the bug right there. Okay. I'll go here. Asturion's portrait. You found an old painting, one dating back to Commander Asturion's time. Perhaps Asturion's history points to this. Recite the Grey Warden Oath. And a hidden chest appears. Asturion's might. Shadow belt. Okay. So you're supposed to be able to click on him and start the fight, but obviously I can't. I'm going to try to zone out and back in, see if that fixes it.
Very well.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
I'm ready when you are.
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Okay, I think I can block. Okay, there we go.
Yes?
Oh no, that's Liliana. Bummer. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
I'm ready when you are.
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Oh, no. Okay. I need to save immediately after the cutscene. Reload. And then try to physically nudge him to the correct place. Okay, good. See, he's going on the circle. All right.
I suppose violence is a solution.
Just die already!
Lost!
Miserable!
Are you forced our hand.
That's a lot of blood.
You should run while you can.
That's it!
As you say.
I try to be merciful.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's right.
Make her be praised. Don't give them the
I will crush its head out. I shall see the digits first.
All right, battle it is then.
Death to all pigeons. Move aside. We'll have a smashing time.
As you say.
Come, let us end this.
Your head will make
Make her preserve us.
noises.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. So what of me? Will you leave me to experiment in peace?
Okay, this is tough. So, you can attack him and say you've outlived your usefulness, which she wouldn't do because he did help. But she doesn't like this one either. No more dark research. Find humane ways to help the wardens. That's bullshit. You know, experiment away. If it bears any fruit, I want to know. I cast you out of the wardens. Leave here and don't return, or I won't be your judge. So she's going to say no more dark research. Find humane ways to help the wardens.
Without test subjects, without other materials, you would cripple my efforts. But I will do what I can in this endeavor. I have little hope of discovering anything useful. But if I do, you will hear of it.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. but there was no proof to redeem my family.
Even if you had proof, Sophia's actions were damning.
I suppose they were at that. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Any chance I could convince you to stay on?
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a Warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
I will miss this place. It was infested with spirits and undead, but it had no birds. Not a single one of those malicious, spiteful little demons.
Okay. So, although they say we have a fortress again, essentially we have a courtyard. All of this will be locked away. I'm trying to figure out how to get out. We came up from down here. Where's the door? Oh, it's down here. They don't actually give us a fortress. This is never cleared out. But there will be merchants and storage in the courtyard. So there's nothing right here right now, which is, you know, I imagine there are people that just like, okay, that's it, and they leave. So what you do is leave, go somewhere else. Well, first we level up, because we can. Yeah, see, I can barely hear the sound effects now, but the combat noises are still as obnoxiously loud. Okay. Let's do critical shot. Okay. Well, we'll go to camp again, usually just because going to camp and coming back here means there won't be any random encounters. Okay, so we'll head back out.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
And the next time we zone in, there should be merchants and storage. There we go. Okay, so.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions, even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
And what do you think of Sophia?
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
Keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Any trouble with Avernus?
Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself, but I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower.
I'd like to see your wares.
Certainly.
So, this is a... Yeah, there's some recipes. Runes. Okay, spirit healer. So this is the healer spec. It would be very helpful if I were a mage, but sometimes I take Morrigan and I make her a healer, which I imagine she would despise, and I'm okay with that. This is a storage chest.
As you say.
So that is awesome. I can keep stuff in there. And Mikhail is over here.
You? You're the Warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
You're Levy's brother? Not much of a family resemblance.
I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong.
You're a weaponsmith, then?
Indeed. I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
Can I see your wares? So, bunch of good weapons. Expensive weapons. Okay, so, as stated, you can't get back inside. Door is blocked. I was so excited, but nope. It's just the courtyard and the party storage. And that's pretty much it. Couple more, it looks like a couple more family members, bunch of hopping crows. So, I think we will look out over the horizon a little bit and appreciate that we are here, and I will straighten out my inventory, and I will see you later. Thanks for joining me.